We talk a lot about how negative Americans are when it comes to consumer confidence, and that's right. Look at this number, 64. That's a negative number. It's the percent of Americans who are negative about the economy minus the percent who are positive. So the fact that the average across all of America is 64% is a pretty bad sign. However, our recent analyses here at Gallup shows that not all parts of the country are created equal. In fact, in some areas of the country, Americans are quite a bit more positive about the economy than in others. Let me give you a quiz. What state do you think is most negative of any of the states in the country? Well, I bet you didn't guess it. It is Rhode Island. The figure there for net negativity about the economy is 84. That's 24 points higher than the average. What state do you think is most positive of any of the states in the Union? Well, it is Utah. The net there is 49 negative, which, do the math, is about 15 points below the overall average. Let me show you some of the other states that are most positive on a relative basis. In addition to Utah, North Dakota, then Texas. That's not surprising. Texas is booming right now with the high price of gasoline that's hurting the rest of us. Down there in Texas, particularly areas like Houston and up around Fort Worth where they're drilling for gas, things are booming. Then comes New Mexico at 54% and then Wyoming at 54%. As you may know, there's a tremendous amount of natural gas exploration and drilling. In Wyoming, they're booming as well on a relative basis. Other states that are positive, or at least less negative than other states, include Montana, Alabama, and Louisiana. Louisiana, too, benefiting from the run-up in the price of oil and gas. Let's look at the downside. What are some of the other negative states, that is at the top of the list of negativity in addition to Rhode Island? Well, Maine comes in second with a net negative of 77. Then comes Michigan and Vermont. Michigan's no great shock. The auto industry, as we know, is really in bad straits. People who live in Michigan give us very negative reads on the U.S. economy. Vermont's not doing so well. Below that is Massachusetts. What are some of the other states that are negative? District of Columbia, Delaware, New York, West Virginia, and New Jersey. You may see a pattern there other than Michigan and maybe West Virginia. The states where residents are most negative about the economy tend to be in the east and the northeast, up there in New England. And as we talked about, the states where residents are most positive about the economy tend to be the ones in the upper Midwest, states like Wyoming and Texas, where there's lots of oil and gas drilling, and New Mexico, where residents are pretty positive, at least at this point in time. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Editor-in-Chief of the Gallup Poll.